Mr. Chow Bin-su, welcome.
Hello. Uh, Happy to be here.
Yeah, so first question actually, you watched the movie with our BIFF audience. How did you like the atmosphere?
Well, sometimes I don't understand why they laugh. So maybe the movie is bad, or I don't know. So, but
I don't think so.
it gives me an idea about the cultural difference. Okay.
So, could you tell us about the original idea for the movie? Was it your idea or your project right from the beginning?
The idea is it's my idea, but the beginning of the project is my producer, the Jiang Wu, and he saw my previous movie Silk,
Yes.
and he kind of like it, and he just asked me if I can come up a project starring Michelle Yeoh and working with them together. So that's the origin of Reign of Assassin.
Right. So the story itself, is it like a traditional tale, or did you invent it from scratch?
I think I invented from scratch. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But the period it takes place in is a staple of wuxia movies, right? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
I think the idea is to make this movie looks like real. So actually, it's based on the Ming Dynasty.
To get back a little bit to the history of,
Okay.
the setting and so on, what about? Is it common to have stories about relics like this, with, which are supposed to provide miracles, things like that?
No. I just want to, because it's very difficult to make a martial art movie, because the martial art movies, it has been in the Chinese movie industry for over 40 years. So I just try to make something new.
But it's interesting in the sense that actually they're all chasing something different,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah, I think because if you see if you have been seeing a Chinese martial movie, everybody want to become the strongest man, the most powerful guy in the martial art.
Yes.
But in this movie, everybody want to retire,
Yes.
and everybody has something they want, because they don't want to be in the martial art world. They want to be a noodle shopkeeper, they want to be a magician, or they want to just be a good wife.
What is also peculiar, I think, you don't see it so much, I suppose, in wuxia films, is they all have secret identities.
Yes.
It's like
Mm.
somebody in the audience here might
Mhm.
be,
Yeah.
a martial artist
An assassin?
superhero.
Yeah.
Was that the effect you were looking for, or?
Before came into the film industry,
Yes.
I am an engineer. I'm a computer engineer. And I just found out, and after came in the movie industry, I found out it's so difficult for people to be consistent. I mean, to be consistent with what he say and what he does. So that's the idea. So okay, everybody has two faces. One face is for daily life. One face is for his own.
Yes. And this is not so much the case in the world of engineering.
No.
You have to be much more honest and objective.
Because in the engineering it's just okay, right and wrong, okay.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Does every kung fu film nowadays have to have this kind of special effects with the wires and everything, or should it be kept separate with certain films where the storyline doesn't necessarily need it, or maybe it would be even counterproductive, let's say?
Is the genre almost a victim of its own success, in the sense you have to do it now?
I think nowadays for the safety of the actors, sometimes we need this kind of the wire work. Of course, some actors like Donnie Yen or Jet Li, at their early stage, they emphasize on they are fighting for real. Like we say that every punch must touch the meat. We say in Chinese, every punch must touch the meat. But I think now the day has gone. So nowadays we have to emphasize on the safety of the action actor, even for the stunt man. So I think from my point of view, I think it's necessary to do it. but I would like to see somebody try a different way, of course.
Okay, maybe I have a question about your previous film,
Okay.
Silk, which played here like 4 years ago, I think. I
so.
saw it here. It was. I have always remembered it because it stands apart, I think, from many other horror movies and ghost movies, because it takes such a rational, scientific approach to the ghost phenomenon. And now that you tell me you're an engineer, I begin to connect the dots. But actually, I have a bit of a criticism because there's actually a kind of instrument in the movie, a cube
called Menger sponge.
Yeah, the Menger sponge. And I know what that is. It's simply a mathematical object that has an infinite surface but a finite volume. It's an interesting mathematical thing, but it has nothing to do with anti-gravity and even less with ghosts. So how dare you mix up all these things in one movie?
Okay. I want to tell you, the Menger sponge is a real thing.
Yes.
And it was made by a bunch of Japanese scientists with a special material that can catch the magnetic wave. Right. So the theory is all real. Yes. So I just assume that the ghost is a form of a kind of a magnetic wave, and it could be captured in the Menger sponge. Yes. And because every time we see the ghost in the movie, it just like so quick that he can in the roof, so he can can be anywhere. So I assume the ghost had the ability to be anti-gravity. So that's the theory behind the Menger sponge.
I see. You can justify anything these days.
Est-ce qu'il y a encore des questions dans le public? Est-ce iemand nog een vraag?
Yeah.
Oui.
Hello, I just wanted to say that it was great to see a different world. So I wanted to ask you more from production side. How long did it take you to recreate the world or create the world and of its own, this mystical, legend based on the relic? And what was the inspiration in your mind when you were writing the script behind it? Thank you.
I think I have usually. I think that every writer works in different way, but the way I write story is I have idea, then I think of it for like 2 months. I did nothing. Then I sit down and start writing from the first line. Then there's no simply done. Just the screenplay. So the first draft maybe took me maybe like 3 months, maybe 3 months. But we still need to go through the fundraising process. It took us like 2.5 years. So then we start pre-production in July 2009. Then we start shooting by July 2010 November. Yeah. And we finished it last year. Yeah. So only with the shooting, the principal photographer principal shooting is 3.5 months,
which is pretty fast, I suppose. You said during the presentation of the film that John Woo took on some directorial responsibilities. This was because of the time schedule. What part, I suppose, mostly the fight scenes that he chose to direct, or not?
Okay. At the beginning of the movie, there are 3 different group of killer.
Yes.
Right. One is the brother and sister. Right. The eater bear. That is the Zhang Wu's girl. That's Zhang Wu's daughter.
Ah.
Yeah, that one is Zhang Wu's daughter.
Yes.
And because to make his daughter kill in the movie is a great responsibility. So I read, okay, John,
you kill your daughter.
I'm too busy now. Would you want to help me? Yeah. So he said, he gladly, yes. So
I wanted to ask about the reception of the movie until now. I mean, how has it been received by audiences in different places?
You mean the movie?
Yes.
I think that this place is the most special one and the most interesting one. Yeah. I think we'll never forget it. And because well, you know, I've been in a lot of film festival. I have to be honest, you know, most of them is the same, but
Yes.
this place is different. So I'm really glad to be able to be here.
Good, thank you. Do you have already any idea what your third movie will be about?
Actually, I want to make a science fiction.
Excellent.
It's still a
Excellent.
genre of fantastic.
Very, 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 very good.
Looking
Anything,
forward to
anything
that.
else? Because science fiction is a bit general.
Science fiction and a romance, but trust me, it's a very different romance. And it's still in the genre of fantastic. Yes.
Well, that just means that we will have to invite you back
Of
in a
course.
couple of years from now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much, Chao Wing Su. Have a great stay in Brussels.
Wow.